Hello everybody. Brother John here. I was outside thinking about something. It bugged me a couple days ago. See, my mom likes to play her weekly bingo, and she has a friend there that they help each other out. If someone gets there early, they buy their cards beforehand and everything. And she was they were talking about the birther issue, Trump bringing it all up and stuff. And my mother's friend said it's because the president is black. And yes, my mother's friend at bingo is a black lady. The thing that gets me about, first of all, I saw the Trump conference in whole, and he made no mention of his race, him being black. When it came to the idea of bad grades in college, or the discrepancies about why we haven't seen the birth certificate, why Obama spent $2.5 million for lawyers to suppress a birth certificate. Why? For what? 3 years now. Why spend that money to do that, when in fact a requirement to be president is to be a citizen of the United States, to be born in the United States. That is the requirement. The only other exceptions would be being born on a military base. Even in another country that's considered American soil, not literally, but under the flag of America. Whether it be on a military base, if you're born in an embassy, on an aircraft carrier, yes, there are women in the military. So, yeah, you need to be a citizen. So what's the beef about showing your birth certificate? It should be a requirement, actually. Let's see it. I don't know why it wasn't done in the first place. This video is really about racism. And for somebody to accuse somebody of racism or prejudice is a very strong accusation. I dare say that it falls under one of the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not bear false witness against your neighbor. Now, I've expressed strong opposition to friends, family, some video, to the presidency of Obama. Before the birth certificate issue, it's just strictly on policies, on handling the budget, the unemployment, There's a lot of broken promises that we cannot deny. And yes, very well aware of other broken promises by other presidents and politicians. Duh, we all know it happens all the time. But I think, why in some strange way we think should be the norm. We kind of vote somebody in. It's almost subconsciously we expect them to lie to us. And then, okay, when they do, some of us just want to, I don't know, either brush it off, or any opposition is, it's either because of political party, some kind of scandal, and now, racism. Fortunately, I've never been accused of being a racist for disliking President Obama. And probably because, due to the fact that it would be a false accusation, because I'm actually married to a black woman, have a black stepson. So, can't accuse me of no racism. I try to the best of my ability to judge a person by their character, by what they're doing matching up with what they're saying. Are they being productive? Are they being good to their neighbor? Are they honest, trustworthy? This is what I try to judge a person on. And this is how I think most people should judge a person on. Not on the appearance. But I fall prey. Okay? I'm not trying to make excuses here, but I think it's something in human nature that, they say we judge somebody within a couple of minutes of speaking with them. By their appearance, we make judgment calls. By how they talk, we make judgment calls. What they wear, the jewelry, that kind of thing, we make in the judgment calls right away. There's already some prejudices that we do. We all do it to some degree. How often are we told the middle-aged man in the three-piece nice suit, is trustworthy? Because you wear a shirt and tie and are charismatic and crafty in your words doesn't make you trustworthy. Whether you're the president, another politician, a businessman, or a religious leader. I wonder if how many would listen to Jesus today if you saw him show up with his long beard and long white robe, walking around with sandals. I don't think you would think he was Jesus. I pretty much think you would think he was a homeless nut job. So racism is a very serious accusation to be placed on someone, and I know there are many, I don't know what the percentages are, use this race card and claim racism when there are criticisms of the president, when in fact none are implied. So I saw a program where they were accusing, I think it was on CNBC. I think his name is Larry O'Donnell. Because I try to watch CNN, CNBC, Fox, and get all these different perspectives. More importantly, BBC, and then the internet. Okay? And most of the time, they can all be accused of putting out something out of context. And this guy did it with Trump. Or he made accusations when nothing was said on Trump's part to say, because Obama's black, this is why he got his presidency. Wow. Or that, it's affirmative action. No. Any criticism let's look at the criticism, and let's be honest and get our facts straight before you're gonna cry racism. This is with any part of our lives, whether the criticism, this is why politics and religion get so heated up. So much emotion involved, but there's a lot of fear too, because when people stand up for something, whether political party or religious affiliation, and they're passionate about it, and you come against that, okay? In some ways, the more sensible you might sound, the more maybe you have your facts together, or maybe you have some really legitimate beef, the more that is legitimized, and it seems the more the person who is passionate about their belief, political party, whatnot, okay, lashes out. There's like the fear that you might be right and they're going to be wrong for their stance. There's a fear there, and a lot of times it'll come out in anger, it'll come out lashing, it'll come out in name calling, it'll come out in violence because of fear. So if there is a criticism made of the president, please, my black brothers and sisters, because yes, we are all brothers and sisters in this world, in this thing called life, whether anybody wants to admit it or not. We're all connected in some way or fashion. We're all independent upon one another in some way or fashion. Okay, my blood is red just like your blood is red. Alright? I need 2 eyes, 2 ears, I need heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, legs, arms, the whole caboodle. We all share that. It all varies in tone, colors of eyes, size of your ears and nose, all those variations. And and we all judge people by these things, because we have this weird concept of what is normal to ourselves. This is what normal is, and if you see something in the street that is not to your norm, it's can't be right, it's wacky, it's got to be out there, they got to be wrong, even though you might see some of these same people on TV, put them on a stage in nice clothes and bright lights with a lot of marketing and build up, you think they're a superstar and you'll pay $1 million to see them. See the same person in the street, you think they were a whack job or whatever. I know these are extreme examples. So, and this is not even just for the black brothers and sisters out there. This is for everyone, and whatever prejudice you might have against a people, a race, a religion, a country. Let's get the facts straight. Though sometimes that can be very hard to get the facts. Sometimes it's with all our information bombarded at us from all different angles, different websites, different video channels, satellite, whatever, cable. It becomes very hard to find a respectable place, something that you can go and trust. And I partly guilty because I was watching a lot of Fox News a lot lately, and give them a chance, saying they're fair and balanced, but that's not always the case, because I found things where Anderson Cooper were taken out of context, okay, by Fox. So yeah, it becomes difficult to trust sources. So I guess the TV channels are guilty as charged, probably least credible. All right, I'm out. I'm done. Peace, everybody. Peace. Try really not to bear false witness against your neighbor, because your neighbor is not just the person who lives next door to you. Your neighbor is the person at work, the person in the store, the person on the other side of the world. Peace.